All right, let's get into this. We're going to talk about something that I am willing to bet almost every single one of us has done, but almost no one really understands what's going on. We are talking about the surprising and, let me tell you, surprisingly effective science of stress cleaning. So, picture this. You've had a truly terrible day, right? Maybe you're feeling completely overwhelmed, maybe you're anxious, or hey, maybe you're just plain furious about something. And what happens? Instead of just sitting with all those feelings, all of a sudden you find yourself on a mission. You start cleaning, like aggressively. Maybe you're scrubbing the kitchen counters like your life depends on it, or reorganizing that one closet that's been a total mess for months. Or, as one source put it so perfectly, you're folding laundry with an intensity that concerns the people around you. It's such a familiar scene, right? But what is really going on here? Well, this whole thing actually has a name some people use: the rage clean. It's that gut instinct to bring order to our physical space, especially when our internal world feels like it's just spinning out of control. When everything just feels chaotic, you take all that pent-up energy and you channel it into creating order right in front of you. But why? Is it really just a distraction? Well, as it turns out, the science says it's much, much more than a simple distraction. In fact, it's one of the most effective self-regulation tools your brain has ready to go. And this right here, this is the key. You're not actually avoiding your emotions by cleaning, you're actively regulating them. Your nervous system has instinctively stumbled upon this incredibly powerful way to calm itself down. So how in the world does this work? Let's get into the neuroscience behind it all, because what happens to your brain when you stress clean is pretty fascinating. So what psychologists have found is that this very specific combination, a repetitive physical task that also produces a visible result, has a direct and totally measurable chemical effect on your brain. It's this powerful 1-2 punch of action and reward. And just how powerful are we talking? Well, studies show that this kind of activity can trigger a 37% reduction in cortisol, that's your body's main stress hormone, in as little as 20 minutes. That is a significant and really rapid change. And this just illustrates the effect perfectly. You can just imagine that dramatic drop in cortisol levels. So you're not just thinking you feel better after cleaning, there is a real physiological shift happening inside your body. Essentially, your brain is using cleaning as what's known as a bilateral motor task. Just think about it, right? Your hands are moving back and forth, your body is engaged, you're often working across the midline of your body. This whole process creates this powerful feedback loop for your nervous system, basically telling it, hey, calm down. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting, because this breaks down the magic. Cleaning hits 3 separate regulation pathways all at the same time. First, you get motor discharge, a way to physically release all that pent-up anxious energy. Second, you get instant visual feedback. Bam! You can see the clean counter, the organized shelf. And third, you get cognitive completion, that deep satisfaction of starting and actually finishing a task. And all this builds into an even deeper psychological need, this fundamental drive to reclaim a sense of control when everything else feels like complete chaos. Just look at this comparison. On the inside, you might be feeling total chaos, helplessness, like things are just uncontrollable. But your external actions, they're creating the exact opposite. Order, tangible evidence of your own effectiveness, and direct control over small, manageable tasks. You're basically building an external reality to counteract your internal state. And this quote just lands the point perfectly. You're not cleaning the kitchen, you're proving to your survival brain that you still have control. It's this deep primal signal of your own agency. That evidence is exactly what your brain is desperate for. When your nervous system is firing off all these helplessness signals, reorganizing a physical space gives it concrete, undeniable proof that you can, in fact, impose order and make a difference. So when you put this all together, stress cleaning is kind of like the ultimate reset button for your entire nervous system. Now, this is fascinating. When you compare stress cleaning to other common self-regulation techniques, you can see why it's so uniquely effective. Breathing exercises are great, but they don't offer that visual feedback or the feeling of completion. Journaling offers completion, but no physical motor discharge. Cleaning is the only one that checks all 3 boxes. And in fact, this whole principle is so effective that it's actually used in formal psychological treatments called neural reset protocols. These are protocols designed to help the nervous system build regulation through action and visible progress markers, rather than just through stillness and meditation. So I'll just leave you with this thought. The next time you find yourself furiously cleaning after a bad day, just pause for a second and ask yourself, what am I really organizing here? It just might be a whole lot more than your closet.